Welcome, and thank you so much for coming this afternoon to celebrate with Garth and Heather. When I met this couple and when I visited with this couple, the number one thing I could say is love. Love of family. So it's not ironic that their mission statement is nothing before family. And that they would love forever, times 100, or forever and a day. So how wonderful that we get to share in this love and that we just recognize all of you that are standing here. Who would have thought a chance Tim Hortons meeting would have this lovely couple standing here? And even though Heather doesn't enjoy golf and Garth doesn't enjoy cleaning, they have found each other and we get to be together to celebrate with them. This crew on this side of me had a big job when they came to interview Garth and pick him out and make sure that the choice that Mom made was the right one. They traveled earlier in the relationship, and the love continued to grow. As we knew and as we heard, George had a big part in this, and we just welcome him right now in spirit. I asked Garth and Heather to describe each other with adjectives. So I'm going to start, and maybe in your mind you can start to think, who said this? Dependable, generous, thoughtful, selfless, fun-loving, respectful, smart, handsome, funny, affectionate, patient, compassionate, supportive, encouraging. What I found so interesting is it really could describe either of you. But those were Heather's words for Garth. When I asked Garth, he said, just 5. How could you ever describe this amazing woman in 5 words? Heather, you are beautiful, thoughtful, caring, determined, stubborn, intelligent, loving, compassionate, as we all know here, giving, and considerate. I hope you continue to make memories, to travel, to just be content with each other day by day. With that being said, we are gathered here to witness the formal joining of Garth and Heather in the legal state of matrimony. You are to be married according to the orders, customs, and authority granted by the government of the province of Alberta. Matrimony is understood by us as a state enriched by a long and honorable tradition of devotion, and according to the law, each of you is equal. And you both support the common rights of one another in marriage. Marriage is not just a ceremony. There must be a desire, and I know you have this desire, for lifelong companionship. Couples will support and comfort each other through the changing experiences of life. May you laugh together in joy, grieve together in sorrow, but most of all, continue to grow with this beautiful love. Marriage means also caring as much about the welfare and happiness of our marriage partners as our own well-being. And marriage means working together to create and sustain a home. And you have such a beautiful home in which your marriage will flourish. With this understanding, Garth and Heather wish to be joined in marriage. It's truly my honor to invite one of the Kens, if you could believe there's 3 in our audience, one of my Kens up to share in a reading for his brother, Mrs. Garth's brother, Ken.
Garth and Heather, you've known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you've been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in the car, or over a meal, or during long walks. All those sentences that began with, "when we're married," and continued with, "I will, and you will, and we will." Those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, "You know all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, and I meant it all, every word." Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher. You have learned much from one another in the last few years. Now you shall say a few words that you take across the threshold of life, and things will never be quite the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, this is my wife."
Thank you so much. At this time, I'll have you pass your bouquet over here to Ricky. I'll have you join hands and look into each other's eyes. And Luke, I'm going to put you on the spot for a sec, but do you mind coming forward and holding the mic? I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I do not
that I do not
know of
any
legal reason
why
I, and then your full on name,
I, Garth Cornelius Sampson,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to,
to
and then Heather's full name.
Heather Ray Morgan.
It's Heather's turn. Can you hold it up for Heather? You can come on my side if you want. We're out of the picture. Please say, Heather, I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I do not know of any legal reason why I, and then your full name,
I, Heather Ray Morgan,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to,
to
and then Garth's full name.
Garth Cornelius Sampson.
We're going to use the mic on them and not me. At this time, we're going to share in the marriage vows. And Garth, you were going first. So you can hold the mic up again. Garth, please say, I call upon
I call upon
those persons present
to
witness that
I, Garth,
do take you, Heather,
do take you, Heather,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
At this time, we're going to hear Garth share in his personal vows. That's because he loves her so much, he's just worried.
I wrote it down here, but Heather, you look absolutely stunning, amazing, and beautiful. I can't believe we are finally standing here. When we first met at Tim Hortons, I felt like I probably talked too much, and it probably scared you off. Over the next 2 weeks, when I was away at work, we talked on the phone for hours, and I knew there was something special between us. Two years later, when I got down on one knee and proposed in the bathroom, you said you thought I had messed up the words. I asked if you would spend the rest of my life with me. I didn't mess it up. I just know that for the rest of my life, and forever and a day, I will love you forever. Over the last 6 years, and for for the rest of our lives, we have shared and will continue to share many firsts and lasts together. Our first date and our last first date. Our first kiss and last first kiss. Our first dance and our last first dance. Heather, you take my breath away every day, and will continue to do so till I take my last breath here on earth. I want to thank you for making me a better person than I ever thought I could be. I have never laughed so much as I have in the last 6 years. And I know that will continue for the rest of our lives. I've always said that laughter and sleep are free medicine. You just need to get more sleep. We always say that my dad in heaven brought us together, and he drops in regularly to check on us. I wish you would have got to meet him because he would have loved you. That being said, I love the family that we have and that we're surrounded by, both near and far away. Anytime I'm with you, no matter where we are, I feel like that is where I should be and want to be. It's hard to believe that I'm finally getting to marry the girl of my dreams. So today, surrounded by people who love us, I choose you, Heather, to be my wife. I'm proud to be your husband and partner and join my life with yours. I promise to support you, respect you, inspire you, and above all, love you. And I will always be there to hold your hand on the outside of the sidewalk till I take that very last breath.
Needs a hug, yeah.
Just turn.
All right.
If you could hold Garth's hands. I call upon those persons present to witness that I, Heather, do take you, Garth, to be my lawful wedded husband. At this time, Heather will share in her vows.
Remember when we had a conversation with some of the kids saying we didn't need to be married? That we wanted the other person to be there because they wanted to be, not because of a piece of paper? Look at us now. It's not about that piece of paper. It's about telling each other in the world that I'll follow you anywhere because you're everything. And Garth, you're everything to me. When you find someone who not only touches your heart, but also your soul, someone who loves you for who you are and not what they want you to be, when you see an imperfect person perfectly, and you know your heart is safe with them, and you respect the person they are, you marry them. You marry the hell out of them. These are the hands of my best friend. These are the hands that will work alongside mine in marriage. These are the hands that passionately show me unconditional love. These are the hands of my protector. I didn't know I needed you until I realized I didn't want to do life without you. You are the person I share my best day with and my worst day with. You're the reason I smile all the time. I'm thankful that you had the patience to slowly tear down walls by just showing loving compassion. No words, no demands, just gentleness and respect. You allow me to be 100% myself. You're my best friend, my sounding board, my counselor, my human calculator, my biggest fan, an amazing dad and papa, and oh, you make me laugh. Garth, I love you, respect, and adore you. You support me, you challenge me, and you encourage me. In your arms, I found my home. In your heart, in your eyes, I found compassion. In your heart, I found love. And in your soul, I found everything I ever needed. For the two of us, home isn't a place, it's a person. And we're finally home. I promise to love you without reservation. I promise you faithfulness, gentleness, comfort, and respect. I promise to always be open and honest with you and to never take you for granted. I promise to show you an abundance of love so you know you're never alone. I promise to hold your hand and be by your side whatever time God blesses us with. Today and every day, I choose you.
Maybe I can take your vows back, or you can give them to Garth, go in his pocket. Or... At this time, having declared these marriage vows, it's now time for our ring part of the ceremony. And today, as we know family is so important, we're going to do a ring. Ring gets passed down. It's passed down with love, energy, good blessings, good thoughts, and intention. And at this time, our parents have the rings. So let's do the first ring. Face each other and just have this moment. Garth, please take this ring, placing it on the third finger of Heather's left hand, saying, Heather, I give you this ring.
Heather, I give you this ring,
That you may wear it.
that you may wear it
as a lasting reminder.
As a lasting reminder.
Of our marriage vows.
Of our marriage vows.
And as a symbol.
And as a symbol.
Of my love.
Of my love.
And commitment. To you. Heather, please say, I accept this ring.
I accept this ring
as a symbol of your love.
as a symbol of your love
and commitment. And now we're going to do the ring warming on the other side. We need our little loves. Where's right there? Can you come over to help warm the ring? Isn't that a wonderful symbol from parents down the line? Aw, thank you. Heather, please take this ring, placing it on the third finger of Garth's left hand, saying, Garth, I give you this ring. That you may wear it. As a lasting reminder. Of our marriage vows. And as a symbol. Of my love. And commitment. To you. Garth, please say, I accept this ring.
I accept this ring.
As a symbol of your love.
As a symbol of your love.
And commitment. Right. You can join your hands. Look at each other because there's a big kiss coming. Garth, you've declared your solemn intention in this company before these witnesses and in my presence You've exchanged these rings as a pledge of your love to each other, and you've joined your hands to accept one another. Now, upon the authority vested in me by the province of Alberta, I'm Shauna Wade, announce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride and we can cheer. At this time, we're going to go to the signing table, and we are so incredibly lucky to have Lacey, who's going to sing for us during the signing.